What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? So we're gonna go through a couple zodiac signs. We're gonna look through love, money, spirit message. For a little bit. Make sure you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button. As you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button, you guys will be able to be involved as well. I think I'm gonna slap this mug on TikTok too. Because we haven't been live on TikTok, and I haven't been live on here in a long time. You know, why I'm playing with y'all, I haven't been live on here in a fucking minute. Can't even deny that right there. But, you know, let's start off. I want to get a little more of a charge on here. So we'll start off with Facebook first, or with YouTube and you guys first. Okay, let's go ahead and look into it for the Aries at this time. What do we have for Aries? Aries message. What do we have for the Aries today? Oh, bow. So Aries, straight up. All right, so can you turn on some YouTube? Can you turn on some music? Yeah, just turn on something. I don't care. Just some type of meditation music, shaman music, something. Elegua, something. So yeah, like I was saying, so Aries, when I look over into this for you guys, the first thing that pops up is the Three of Wands, going over to the Knight of Swords, going to the Ace of Swords. So I feel like that right now, Aries, you're definitely searching, okay? So you're searching for your next move. What is your next thing that you're going to conquer? What's the next thing that you're embarking upon? And I feel like you're going to have success as you embark upon this journey. It's very important for you, Aries, whether you're Sun, Moon, or Rising Aries, for you not to go to a past situation, not to rush back to something before that you used to do, or something that maybe a way of thinking that you used to have. It's very important that you go towards the new and reject the old. For those of you guys who want to see visually, we're live on YouTube. All the information is in my bio here on TikTok. So like I was saying, so you know, you want to go into the new, okay? And as you're stepping in towards the new, trusting new ideas, trusting new things that are coming to you, you're going to find that you'll have a lot of success in this. Because it looks like, you know, even though you're wanting to embark upon something, Aries, it's like you have a lot of confusion. Maybe you're in this place where things usually work a certain type of way, and now you're feeling like things aren't working the way that they normally do, you know? Even though normally things, they flow certainly for you, but now you're in this new territory, you're on new grounds. So you're gonna have to readjust and realign yourself. You know, this Knight of Swords popping up here would say that you shouldn't rush into anything. So for some of you guys, you know, you might be finding that you have some new ideas, or you have these thoughts that have come to you and you're not sure about how you're going to execute upon them. I do feel like that you should execute, but don't feel like you need to rush into anything. You handle that? So don't feel like you need to rush into anything. I don't feel like there's a need for you to rush into anything at this time whatsoever, but for you to more so take your time. You know, we're gonna go over some of these clarifying cards in a minute, Aries, but ultimately, for the most part, this is looking like it's time for you to go towards the new. What else could do? Hey, baby girl. You want to say hi? Come here. Little Miss Girl done got big. There you go. Yeah, see, I done got much bigger since I was in Spain. Whoop. Wait a minute, let Daddy take the hand of that. Say hi. He say hi. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you know, Aries, the new is what's going to do it for you. The new is what's going to really bring in what you're wanting. Those of you guys watching on TikTok, we're going to be live video in just a minute. You guys can also watch on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now and on Facebook right now, not Instagram or anything else, okay? We will be doing the video and only TikTok sessions in a little bit. Okay, so, like I was saying, Aries, it's very important that you go towards this new, trusting the new ideas that are coming to you. Turn it down a little bit. Trusting the ideas that are coming to you. Trusting these thoughts that are flowing in for you. Because as you trust more in these thoughts that are coming in at this time, that's when you're going to be able to see the success. I feel like that, let me see. I feel like that as you do this, that's what's going to be the change for you. No, turn down more. I can't reach it. What? Here. I can't reach it. Turn it down more. What volume is it right now? Yeah, turn down like 20. Okay, you gotta go over there, little girl.
Like this too?
A little more. 15. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, Aries. So that's why one of the main reasons I suggest you trust the new. I feel like, Aries, that you've already had these new thoughts that have been coming in for you. You've already had these new ideas that have been happening. You just need to actually execute all the new ideas that have been coming in for you. You just got to execute and start making some moves on all the new ideas that have been coming in. As you start to actually execute these ideas, you're gonna have success. Success is definitely on the horizon for you. Okay, but there's a means of the ideas are already there. The thoughts that you're needing to do, you just have to actually start doing this because the universe has already brought you what needs to be done. Okay, it's just a need to get into action. Stop trying to go off of what you used to do and start going into what you need to do. Okay. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Risings. Now, under your clarification cards, we do have under the 3 of Wands, we have that 7 of Cups. So I feel like that, over the month of December, maybe November, October, you guys could have definitely September, even as in September, you could have felt like there was this change that was coming, and you knew that you wanted to change, but you weren't sure which direction you were going to be going in. I feel like that confusing place that you've been in, Aries, you're finally stepping out of. It's just like I said, the one thing that keeps popping up that I see for Aries is that there's this comfort place, okay? It's some type of comfort place. I woke up this morning at like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. to do my rituals or whatnot, and then I did some tarot card readings that we're going to be dropping in a little bit. I just hired a social media manager, so we're going to be having posts like on a schedule. You know what I mean? I'm not doing posts anymore. The only thing I want to do is just make videos and send them to my editor now. I just hired an editor. So send them to the editor, let the editor do it, and then let my manager just post everything like that. So, right? So, even I'm switching up some things this year, 2026. So I feel like for you that you might have had a really comforting place where you were at, and you might be trying to rush back to that place of comfort where you did things a certain type of way because you had built things. You had built things in your life to be like that. This reminds me of somebody who maybe they had studied really hard on graphic design. They studied really hard on graphic design and learning all this graphic design, and then the captions app comes out, you know what I mean? Where you can use AI to do all the stuff that these editors are doing, or this other thing comes out, and everything that you've been learning, now it's like, man, now it doesn't really hold as much weight as it used to hold, So there's this temptation of going back to this place of comfort and trying to rush back to this place of comfort. But here's the thing, the fact that you're clarified by the Queen of Pentacles says that you're stable, okay? You've worked on yourself enough to where what was in the past is stable enough to help you catapult into this next level, into this new level that you're meant to be going into and that you will be going into ultimately. Trust yourself, Aries. First and foremost, you need to trust yourself. Trust yourself against all thoughts, against all misunderstandings, against the things that you're not sure on. You need to really trust and believe in yourself with this High Priestess popping up at this time. I feel like your creative energy is really strong. That divine feminine energy with the high priestess is strong right now. So you need to really be trusting your inputs, your thoughts, these feelings that you're having, because your spiritual abilities, I feel like, are being heightened at this time. So even if you feel like you shouldn't do something, right? You feel like maybe I should not switch businesses or switch relationships or switch roles. Maybe I should stay on this same thing I'm doing right here, but just advance it. Follow what you hear deep within yourself, because you have the answers. You just have to actually trust yourself and get into action, Aries. Let's pull a couple more cards and see what we got for you. Tell me more about Aries. What's going on with Aries? What's going on with Aries in the realms of love? Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and look a little further into Aries on the realms of love. Make sure you guys hit that like, follow, share button if you guys have not. Make sure you guys also share the live. Remember, so algorithms now are kind of, they switched up. They used to care more so about likes and comments. Now more so they care about people who share, people who comment, as well, and likes, I don't think likes are getting anything anymore. I don't think the algorithm even picks up on likes, especially on like Instagram and stuff like that. So, so make sure you guys hit that share button, that follow button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel. Comment down below, claim if you guys want to claim the reading, and comment your zodiac sign down below too, so that way I can see which zodiac sign we're going to do next. Okay, we're looking to love, money, spirit message, health. Okay, we're going through zodiac message right now, so drop your zodiac sign. You might get chose for us to do the next zodiac sign. Okay, all right, so now looking further into the realms of love, we have this King of Swords clarified by the Hermit right now. So where I do feel like you're moving very much so in logic right now when it comes towards your love life. Even with friendships, when it comes towards relationships, you're very much so moving in a place of logic. You want quality over quantity, I guess is a better way of putting it. You rather have a quality friendship with only 2 friends than have a bunch of fake friendships with 100 people. And I feel like that right there is actually pushing you in a good place. We also have the Star coming in here as well, with the Page of Cups popping up for you also. And we have the Two of Swords with the Judgment card. So, I do feel like that you're really looking for those quality friendships. You're really looking for people who hold some type of weight into your life. You're also going through this situation where it looks like you're judging people. You could definitely be judging people from your past, people who've shown themselves. Maybe you've lent people money and you've been letting them hold it for a while and you haven't been on the time for you to pay me back, but now you're like, it's time for you to pay me back. Maybe you've been in a situation to where you were dealing with somebody who were frenemies, you know what I mean? So they act like they're friends, but they don't really have your best interests at heart or whatnot, and you haven't really addressed these people, or you haven't really done anything about these other people in your life. Now you're cutting these people out your life. For others of you guys, I feel like this has to do with the realms of romantic love, where you could be dealing with an Aquarius. We also have Virgo popping up here. Could be dealing with a Virgo. You have Libra popping up here as well. You could be dealing with a Libra. It's a general message, so check out how it resonates and leave what doesn't. But I do feel like for some of you guys, there's going to be an Aquarius who's going to be entering into your life if you're looking for love. This person I feel like this person, you're gonna know this person because they've gone through situations that's made them feel unloved. Okay, and it's like you're gonna be the thing that lifts them up while you're looking for love. This individual is looking for love as well. But I feel like this person might be a little immature. Aquariuses are usually very logical, but I feel like this person might be a little immature, like in the sense of they've been through a lot of hurt, so now they might feel like I don't really go for girlfriend, boyfriend, because that's just how people get hearts broken. I'm not looking for a marriage or anything like that, because marriages all just fail. Like that type of energy where they've been disappointed in certain areas of their life. Now they feel like that's just what it is, but it's not. And I feel like you'll be able to change that. Okay, I feel like that you've gone through that feeling as well, though, where you've gone through maybe a season of being betrayed by people. Maybe you've had people betray you in certain ways, or people stab you in the back in certain areas. is, and you've had the universe has taught you that lesson and brought you through that lesson so you can learn how to read people and judge people. And I feel like this person as well has had to go through that, and now you two can actually connect and have some real love going on here. You know, but there definitely could be somebody from the past trying to stir things up. You have this Two of Swords clarified by the Justice card. So, you know, I feel like that there's something new that's needed for you to walk into, but there's also this sense of staying where you're at or going back to somebody from your past. That, you know, this could definitely be like a Libra, like I said, from your past, a Virgo from your past. Definitely could be a Virgo from you guys' past. Somebody that was maybe very cold towards you, or very much so about themselves, and this is a past person you were dealing with. Definitely could be a Virgo. And you know, it's like, I feel like that the universe is saying that you need to really move forward. You know, if you're wanting love, go with something new, not something of the past. But there's going to have to be some type of cutting off of energies. Even friendships, like I said earlier, you know, there has to be some type of cutting off of the old, because what worked in the past, or the type of relationships you had in the past, is not what is moving in 2026. So you really need to kind of look within yourself and really make sure that you're pursuing and that you're placing your focus on the right things, Aries, on the right type of people, Aries, on the right type of relationships, Aries, and you'll be able to have that, you know. But it's just important that you start to really focus on the quality of relationships that you're looking for, the quality, all right? Okay, let's go ahead and look over into health real quick on Aries. I see Virgos in the building. I see I'm a Virgo, and my baby mom's and girlfriend is an Aquarius. That's nice. That's nice. Shout out to the Virgos. Let's see now. Like I said, you guys make sure you drop your zodiac sign in the comments down below. Right now we got Virgos in the comments, and we're probably going to end up doing Virgos next. If we see other people over here, then we might do some other zodiac signs. So drop your zodiac signs in the comments down below. So let's see, for Aries, when it comes towards your health, you start off with the 10 of Pentacles, moving on to the Queen of Pentacles, on to the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like right now you guys can really be invested in your health. Okay, working on your health, putting in energy towards your health, doing the things for your health to really be able to stand out. You know, some of you guys also might have recently been purchased some gym equipment, or purchase a membership at a gym, or you guys have been purchasing these type of things, really working on your health. I feel like there's been a lot of investment towards this, which is going to pay off for you. 2026 is a great year to invest in your health and to really focus on your health. 2026 is the year of the sun, okay? All about the number one, the number uno. Okay, so this is the year of the sun. So it's a great time to really amplify yourself and work on the body. Okay, so you know, for those of you Aries who are investing in yourselves, I really feel like this is going to pay off for you. We do have the World card that opens up here as well, so I feel like that there's a lot that you're going to be able to dive into when it comes towards your health. So you might get into boxing, swimming, basketball, all sorts of different things. You'll find something that really interests you. For a lot of you Aries, I feel like that something about being more athletic when it comes towards balls, something about balls, like playing basketball, soccer, going out playing football, throwing the ball around your house or something like that is really going to open up for you, where maybe you used to do this as a kid, and maybe it was some type of fun for you as a kid. You played some type of sport, or some of you guys didn't play like on a team, but maybe you just enjoyed playing with your friends or something like that, and you haven't in a while. You're going to pick back up on that you're going to find a lot of enjoyment in something about sports that involve like balls. Okay, pause. All right, no diddy. You know, moving on to a little further down, we do have this Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Devil. Yes, some of you guys definitely might be getting pregnant. Okay, some of you guys could definitely be getting pregnant, or might be having a child, or might be having a child as of now during the season of Capricorn. So some of you guys could be getting pregnant during the season of Capricorn, or some of you guys could be having a child during the season of Capricorn. Maybe you recently had a child. Maybe the child just turned 1. I know for me, my child just turned 1 during the season of Capricorn, right? So I do feel like that you guys could definitely be dealing with some type of energy right now, where you could even get pregnant if you're looking for pregnancy. But make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves during this time. Even when it comes towards relationships, relationships. Like this could be the mother of your children or the father of your child. But I feel like that you need to make sure that you guys aren't in some type of any sort of toxic energy or negative energies that could be trying to pop up and rise up during this time. There's a lot going on in the astrology. It's very easy to have little fights or to have disagreements, especially if you're looking for them. Okay, so make sure that you are putting yourself in the right energies and doing the right things at this time so you can reap the right situations. Okay, I do feel like that what you invest in will come through for you, but you're going to have to walk away from something though. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's some type of diet that you're doing that's really not it for you. Okay, like, you know, you might be like, okay, I'm gonna do the keto diet and I like how it makes my stomach feel, but I have a whole lot of brain fog when I do that, you know, or maybe maybe I'm trying to do this or do that, or I love smoking and I smoke and then I have the munchies and I eat too much after I smoke. It's like, or maybe I like to drink, and when I drink, you know, I wake up late and I don't feel like going to the gym. It's like there's something that you need to get rid of so that way you can step into this next step, this next phase in your health. With this Ace of Pentacles, it's like you can pay people, you can buy courses, you can buy knowledge, you can do all this right here. But if you're not making the actual sacrifices for you to reach these next levels, you're not going to be able to reach them. So that's what I'm getting at this time. Let's go ahead and look last but not least if there's anything that the spirits want to say for the Aries at this time. Is there anything else your spirits want to say for Aries before we close on Aries? Anything else you want to say for Aries before we close for Aries at this time? Spirits, anything else you want to say? Going once, going twice, and so that's all. Okay, so they gave me one card. We have the Eight of Swords popping up for you guys at this time. So that Eight of Swords basically tells me that you need to not be in fear, okay? Especially when you're placing yourself in a place of negative thoughts or negative thinking. Being in a place of fear is the worst thing that you could possibly do. So make sure that you're guiding your thoughts. You know, and it's very easy to have fear or to have negative thoughts pop up. You know, how am I going to make sure that my bills are paid? How am I going to make sure that I have this paid in time because I haven't had this go through for me, or my job just fired me, or I'm suspended at my job, or you know, there's all sorts of things that can cause fear. But it's wherever you place your focus is where you're going to get results. So if you place your focus on you failing, you're going to get results in failing. If you place your focus on being successful and happy and only the best things come into your life, then you're going to be successful, happy, and only the best things will come into your life. So be careful with how you're viewing situations right now. You might be seeing numbers like 111, 222, 555 might be popping up a lot for you right now because you are manifesting. So watch your thoughts currently at this time. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. I think I saw in the live, you guys drop your zodiac signs in the comments down below. We're going to go ahead and pick who we're going to start with next. What zodiac sign we're going to go ahead and do. We got a little bit of a charge here, so we can come live on TikTok and get this mug started. Let me see if I can move that out the way. Yeah, I can. There we go. Okay. All right, so now we're at with you guys. Let's go ahead and see which zodiac sign we want to do next. I saw our first pop-up was a Virgo. So Spirit, so we're going to do Virgo readings next. So we're going to do Virgo. We got Aquarius popping up too. We might do Aquarius. We had the Seven of Swords pop up with the Tower. For some of you guys, I feel like somebody went through a Tower moment, you know, where something really shocked you, okay? Something really rocked you, something really shocked you. The best I can explain how this feels was, I remember last year in May, my Instagram account, they changed terms and policies. It literally felt like they changed the terms and policies to match exactly my shit, okay? And they just shut my page down. It was like, there's nothing you can do about it. We're shutting your page down. And it was like a Tower moment, just out of nowhere, just popped, you know? But what the Spirit is saying, that when you have this moment, whatever this moment might be for you, that seems like a foundation being changed or foundation being shaken, they're saying that you need to not see it as something negative, negative, but see it as something that can cause you to build, okay? Only foundations that fall are foundations that are on shaky ground, foundations that aren't really solid. So, you know, the universe will allow those to come to a crumble so that way we can build stronger upon it. I feel like that if something has come to an ending for whoever this message right here is for, it's not because the universe is trying to pick on you. It's because you're meant to look around and become more strategic. How can I work smart, not hard? How can I do things to where things are flowing for me smartly, not hard, okay? How does that look, Sirron? Well, how would that look for someone like myself who's working a 9 to 5? Okay, well, maybe I need to look at how am I running this 9 to 5 I'm doing? Can I make more money while putting in less hours, okay? By just switching companies. You know, if let's say you're an entrepreneur like myself, can I raise my prices while doing less work? You know, it's like, how can I work smarter and less hard? I feel like that as you do that at this time, you know, the universe is closing some doors because it's really trying to redirect your path. As your path is redirected, things will definitely flow for you, okay? That's what I'm saying for you at this time. We're going to go ahead and look into Aquarius. Listen to the zodiac sign Aquarius at this time. What do we have for the Aquarians? What do you have for Aquarius inside? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's up, Vlad? How you doing, fam? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Now, remember, if you guys are in need of the world's most powerful spell workings, okay, and coachings, this year we have them a little bit different, okay? So, last year we had an amazing year. You know, we had our first $100,000 month in sales, only gross. You know, we're going a bit further and expanding even more. Our prices have gone up a bit more, about double, but we're also adding to it coaching as well. So we've had a lot of success with a lot of people. As a matter of fact, if you guys go to my Instagram, SirronTheShaman.magic, you guys will be able to see my page. We're working with a lot of celebrities, from people like Bobby Avila, who's just with Janet Jackson. You guys can go to my celebrity section on my page. You guys can see we're working with a lot of people making good. A lot of big name people. But not only do we do our spells where we summon the jinn so that way we can pull love or money or confidence for you, but as well as we hack your subconscious mind. So we go within your mental with one-on-one video coaching. So the same way that I was able to hack my brain, go from being homeless to having $100,000 months, the same way that we can help you in whatever situation you're dealing with, whether it be in the realms of love, pulling marriage or success in love, or whether it be in your career or your finance, pulling in abundance into your life. We work with all these right here, okay? So this year our prices have gone up, but our workings have also evolved and become so much more stronger, okay? So if you're in a place right now where you're saying to yourself, Sirron the Shaman, that's what I need, okay? I'm trying to get myself to the next level and I want to have $100,000 months, or Sirron, I'm trying to have the best relationship, and I realize that, you know, I can go to a spellcaster and they can do some magic for a person to come to me, but you know, ultimately it's not working for me in the sense of it's not lasting time-wise. And because the reason why a lot of times it doesn't last time-wise is because you have these subconscious blocks. You know, you've tried all these other things, manifestation, all these other type of things that haven't really worked out for you because you have this mental block. Now, for people who are going to top people like myself, my job is to identify, to find, and to remove those mental blockage, and as well do the magic, so that way you have magic and subconscious working, spirit and science both working together on your behalf, bringing you the most powerful workings. That's why I am the world's greatest when it comes to this spell working stuff. You know, nobody has done it on the level that I'm doing it on. Not one single person you can name is doing this on the level I have done it on for all my clients. So if this is something that you're wanting to take the next step into, you guys should contact me, okay? We have packages starting as low as $10,000. You know, we also have $35,000 full course packages as well, and we have workings that go above that also. So if that's something that you can fit in, if that's something that you align with, then you should definitely contact me. Hit me up at 682-4 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. As you guys contact me, I'll be happy to help you guys out and be able to go through a consultation. Consultations are $250. It also comes with a reading. We're going to go through everything that's going on, and we're going to get you set up so we can have the best 2026 of your life. Okay? So if that's something you guys are interested in, remember, hit me up at 682-446-0265. The Shaman, that's 682-446-0265. The Shaman. All right, let's go ahead and look into Aquarius. What we got for them Aquarius? Shout out to the Aries. I see people dropping Aries in the comments down below. What we got for our Aquarius at this time? What is our message for the Aquarians? We're gonna look at your love, money, spirit message for the Aquarius. Matter of fact, let's switch it up. Let's do it like that. Love, money, spirit message for Aquarius. Tell me about love, money, spirit message for Aquarius. Love, money, spirit message. So Aquarius, you could have love that you're wanting, you know. You definitely could be able to have this love that you're desiring in your life. The ball's really in your court, okay? We start off with the Magician, going to the Ace of Wands, going to the Knight of Cups. So I really feel like Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, it's about you kind of taking those steps, and somebody's last name, somebody could be interested in somebody that starts with a C, last name that starts with a O, last name that starts with a U, or last, middle, or first name that starts with a U, a G, I think I already said C, or an I, okay, also R is popping up here as well. So, you know, I definitely feel like that when it comes towards your realms of love, it's about you kind of taking more control, understanding that you can manifest and have what you want. It's about you going for your passion at this time and actually embarking upon it and saying what you want, okay? Not sitting back saying, oh, okay, it would be nice, but I'm gonna be quiet and keep it to myself. No, you need to be loud, okay? You need to be loud, you need to be bold, courageous, Aquarius, and go for what you're wanting, okay? Be very boisterous about what you're wanting, and having such a delusional way of thinking that, you know, that is already yours. That, you know, this person might not have never even met you yet, you've been watching them, but you need to approach them as if they're already belong to you, you know? I feel like you being in this strong energy of knowing that it's already mine, I'm going for what I want and I'm going to have it. Having that confidence is what's going to align with you. This relationship is going to start off first with sex. Okay, straight up, this is going to start off first with sex. Okay, I feel like that this person that you could be interested in, you might find that this individual is dealing with some type of financial issues, or maybe that they're going through some type of change in their finances at this time. So you know, this person might seem like they have good sex and a terrible bank account, but that's going to change as this year goes further down. When they get into the month of May, I feel like they're going to have some type of reset financially for them, and then it's going to just take off. Okay, so whoever you're wanting to deal with, even for some of you guys who's in a relationship right now currently and you're an Aquarius, you know, you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It could be any sign. It's a general message, you know. But those ones are the ones popping up here the most. So you know, even your partner could be dealing with financial situations right now. I feel like it's going to work out just fine. Definitely, the sex life is going to be good though. Very, very good sex popping up right here. You know, I also do feel like that if you have not spoke to this person, or you have not spoken up about something that you want, it's time for you to kind of speak up about what you want and the things that you're desiring. The more that you can kind of speak up and be about, I want this, I'm interested in that, I want to experience this, I want to experience that, you know, I want you to be my girlfriend, I want you to be my boyfriend, I want you. The more that you can kind of be more express these things, the more success you're going to have in love. Okay, I feel like for some of you guys, you might be scared, like, what if I have sex with this this person and this person doesn't want a relationship, they're just trying to be friends with benefits. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like that, you know, whoever this person is that you're interested in or whatever, for you, especially for you singles that are interested, like sex is going to be the thing that opens the door for the relationship. Yeah, I know it might sound crazy, like what? Sex for me, the thing that's going to open the door? Yes, your sex is going to be the thing that makes this person say, I just feel so free around them. I feel like we have such a connection together. I feel like I'm really in love with this person and I'm ready to make this person mine. I don't want to deal with other people. I want to be you and me. You know, I feel that very strongly for you, Aquarius. So in your realms of love, it's about action. You need to take action at this time, Aquarius, not be on the fall back on the back burner. Okay? You guys can see me and hear me good. I want you guys, if you guys can see me and hear me good, drop some 7s in the comments down below. If you guys can see me and hear me good, drop some 7s. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me real quick. And I don't need to switch my mic. It said something about I don't see people dropping. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? I need to see some 7s dropping. If you guys see me, drop them 7s, drop them 7s, drop them 7s, drop them 7s, drop them 7s. Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, let's see it. Drop them 7s, drop them 7s, drop them 7s, drop them 7s. I need to see you with me. I need to see you with me. I need to see a 7. I need to see a 7. I need to see a 7. Where it at? 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 Drop them 7, drop them 7s, drop them 7s, drop them 7s. Okay, let's see now. I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it. Okay, people are alive. Oh, okay. I didn't know, bro. I had to make sure they was alive in the comments. Okay, I see the 7s. I see the 7s. Well, let's go ahead and look into Aquarius love. Remember, we need our next zodiac sign after this, so make sure you guys drop your zodiac signs in the comments down below. We're going to pick, in a little bit, we're going to pick somebody to do a free reading for, and we're going to give you guys a free reading, okay? So we're going to do that in just a little while, but we need the next zodiac sign that we're going to do, so make sure you guys are dropping your zodiac signs so that we can know which one's next. And call out what resonates with you. Call out what resonates. I know we might be saying, oh, we're doing Aquarius and Aquarius sun, moon, and rising, you know, but you have Aquarius in your chart, regardless of whether it's sun, moon, or rising. Everyone has all the zodiac signs in the chart. So when we're doing these readings, there's going to be things that I'm going to say that you're going to notice that resonates with what I'm dealing with in this situation. You know, I might not be with an Aquarius, but that right there does resonate with my situation. You know, I want you guys to let that be known. Drop that in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. I would love to see it. Okay. All right. So let's continue on. So like I was saying, when it comes towards the realms of your finances, Aquarius, now this one, you know, you might be having a little difficulties in. I don't feel like it's anything really too much that you can't bear. More fear, more overthinking a situation than actually diving in, okay? You know, your fear could be the thing that blocks you, actually. Having worry about how your finances are going to be, where your money is going to be coming from. You know, you might have had some type of financial breakthroughs during 2025 that came to an end as the year went on. So, you know, maybe like the first half, or maybe even a little longer than the first half, things really went through for you, okay? And then it's like your finances started shifting after that, going down. So now it's like your money might be afloat. Some of you guys also might be depending upon another person, like your spouse or your family or something like that, for financials at this time, and that's going to switch up for you as well. You know, because we go from this 8 of swords, this sense of being scared and unsure and being trapped, really feeling like you're trapped, like things just really aren't working for me. You know what I mean? Things really aren't starting to go through for me at this time. I feel stuck. To you can move down to the 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, it's saying that the way for you to get out of this feeling stuck, or out of this place of feeling like you're in lack or having fear when it comes towards your finances, is for you to start getting in movement. You know, there are things that you can can do that will bring financial increase for you, and you have to do those things. The more that you can actually take the time and say, I'm going to start to do those things, I'm going to start to be more active, I'm going to start to push forward in my energy, you're going to find that success comes in for you, okay? But you got to start pushing forth in movement, Aquarius. You can't get bored, you can't get lazy, and you can't get comfortable. You know, I was listening to this preacher. I love to listen to this one preacher. I forget his name. But it's this black dude, and he loves talking about money. He makes like they have like $1 million weeks. They made $1 million in a day. Like they're very big on business. So I love listening to them and love listening and watching their sermons. And he talked about David, this story about David, and how David, King David, was working for this king, but how David got satisfied with what he was given. And you know, I'm not really a Bible thumper. I'm not really into the Bible and all that other type of crap or whatnot. But I do love a good parable, and I do love a good story, right? And what this right here was saying was that, you know, there's a lot that is really meant for you, but oftentimes we can get comfortable in just where we're at. So we stop taking risks, we stop taking chances, we stop going for the gold because we've gotten comfortable in a situation. And I feel that when I look at this right here with you, you know, I feel like that you really got to take control of your reality, Aquarius. I feel like if you can really stop and take control and say, this is what I want in my life, this is what I'm going to do in my life, I'm going to make things happen instead of sitting back, relaxing, chilling, instead of allowing other people to make the moves, and I'm just kind of just afloat right now. You know, instead of you saying that you need to be more so, I'm going to take control. What I don't like in my financial realm, I can change. What I don't like and what I do for work, I can change. If I don't like the type of pay I get, I can change that, but I have to first take control of myself and make it happen. As you start to take that control and take that dominion over your own life, you're going to be able to have it. I also do feel like that you kind of do need to watch like your who you're around, Aquarius. You know, you could definitely be dealing with people or having friendships, or maybe it's a holiday, so you could definitely be around family or something like that, but you could definitely be around people with low money frequencies. You know what I mean? Like low money frequencies. Like when I started selling my products, for instance, let's say like my marriage spill, it's a $30,000 spill. Last year it was $15,000, right? When I first started selling my $15,000 spill at that time, I couldn't hang out with the same friends that I was hanging out with. You know, I'll put it like this, when my business took off in 2020, I cut off all my friends that I had in 2018 and 19, okay? You know, everyone that I was hanging with before then, because they had lower frequencies. You know, their minds weren't about, okay, I need to focus on getting rich, I need to focus on bettering myself, I need to focus on making a product and selling this product. Their mind friends were on, you know, let's smoke, let's gotta make a beat and freestyle. You know, let's do something that's not really going to be as productive. So the only way for that I was able to get myself out of being homeless, you know, out of living in a Motel 6 or whatnot, only way I was able to lift myself up was to cut the people that I was around and change the way that I was thinking. And as I removed these certain people from my life and I removed my way of thinking, I was able to get out of being in this place of being the beggar. You know what? I was a beggar and doing all sorts of foolishness because I was around foolish people, and I was around beggars, I was around broke people. Birds of a feather will always flock together. So you got to watch who you allow yourself to be around. You have to watch who you allow your energy to sponge around. You know, you got to really watch people, because whatever you put yourself towards is what you will reap. Okay. Now, even that right there. So you sow, you shall reap, right? That's something that I don't think a lot of people understand when it comes to the laws of sowing and reaping, right? So let's say that you sow to negative ground, okay? You're going to reap. Let's say that you sow to something that is positive ground. You're going to reap something positive. Let's say that you sow your time and your energy with hanging around people who aren't doing shit with their life. You're going to reap that right there. You're going to reap things not working out for you, things being slow, business not going the way you wanted to, because you sowed so much into that energy. So now you're reaping the harvest of what you've sowed, okay? Versus, like, for instance, you know, I'm always working. You know, if I'm not over here on, like, for instance, I've been off live for like 3 months now, almost damn near 3 months, 2 months or something like that. You know, when I'm not on live, doesn't mean that I don't do any work. That means that I'm working on some of my other stuff, my other businesses. But I keep myself aligned and focused on that. Because I have that alignment, things will keep flowing. I'm sowing seeds, and I'm sowing seeds into something's going to work. Something's going to bring me in the money. Something's going to get me to the next level. So I gotta edit. I gotta post. I gotta do this. I gotta coach my clients. I gotta set this up. How can I make this even better? Because I'm sowing energy into that, I'm reaping the harvest of, okay, I want your $35,000 package. I can put down $10,000 today, and I can do payments on the rest of it. I can put down $20,000 today. Send me your bank information. I'll do the bank transfer right now, because I'm sowing energy into this right here. You know, so it's about where you sowing your energy, because wherever you sow your energy, you will reap. Okay. Now, last but not least, for Aquarius, we have the what's up, Rose? Good to see you, baby. It's a long time. Where you been? Man, all over. Spain. I took a vacation for like 3 months to Spain with baby and my daughter. And, you know, right now I'm in Copenhagen, Denmark. Yeah, yeah, your boy ain't got a cruiser, you know. But you know, only reason why I'm able to do that is because, once again, like I said, where you place your focus, you will receive. You know, and I feel like that for a lot of you Aquarius, you guys are going to be receiving. You're replacing your focus at this time. I feel like something's going to come to get you back focused on your work. Okay. So you have the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Pentacles going down to the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of luck in the realms of work this year as well. Maybe you guys have already started a business, or maybe you guys are finding some type of new job or some type of new work that you can do, or you're growing something, some type of business that you have, and you're going to have a lot of success in it. Okay, I do feel like that something about the harder that you work, the more luck you will have. It could definitely have to do with Saturn at this time. It's good to see you too, Rose. It definitely have to do with Saturn at this time. You know, Saturn is very heavy on the earth right now. I think Saturn's like in Aries for the next 3 years or so. It might be in some type of retrograde or something like that till February or something. But you know, there's Saturn's very heavy on the earth right now. So, you know, people are saying, oh, that can mean that you're going to have holdups. There's going to be all these money holdups or money blockages or career blockages or love blockages. And it's not what it means at all. What Saturn basically means is this right here. Those people who does the work will get great results. Okay. Saturn always rewards people for working. But if you don't do the work and you're just thinking that you're going to things are just going to float by, you're going to be able to just float by in life and things are just falling in your lap without you doing the work, it's not going to work. Saturn will block you because you're not putting forth the energy. So very important at this time, Aquarius, you need to watch where you're putting your energy, because you can have a lot of luck with this Wheel of Fortune popping up for you if you put forth the good work. Okay, things will definitely work out in your favor. So really, it looks like you guys could have love and money and happiness this year if you really take control of your reality. Okay, so Aquarius, that's what I'm getting for you guys and your love, your money, spirit message at this time. All right, what zodiac sign we doing next, you guys? Someone said do Capricorn. Kever Gata said, this can't be real, gang. He said the stars ain't got nothing to do with my bread. You know, that's kind of it's kind of stupid to say. If we really think about it, let's think about something like this: the moon. Let's just use the moon, just only the moon. You know, when the moon becomes full, science says that it affects you, your body, your emotions, because the moon rules the tide, and you're more than you're more than 70% ocean water, okay? You're more than 70% water. And the moon can rule you as well and affect your emotions. In the same exact way that the moon, a celestial body, can do that to your body here on Earth, so can a planet like Venus, so can a planet like Mars, so can a planet like Saturn, so can a planet like Jupiter. It can affect you here on this Earth. You know, whether you want to just say it's the magnetic pulls or whatever you want to say at this time, it does affect your everyday life, you know, and we can see this in everything. If you look at something as simple as numerology, right? Numerology has gotten more popular over the years because of the reasons that they did. But, you know, everything that you can find in numerology, you can find in astrology. Chinese astrology has gotten very popular over the years. Everything you find in a Chinese astrology, you can find in Vedic astrology, you can find it in tropical astrology. All of these are just all the same blueprint, just different bodies, okay? Same way that you can do a reading for a person with tarot cards, you can do a reading for a person with oracle cards, you can do a reading with a person with blank cards, you can do a reading with a person without cards, you can do a reading with a person with a pendulum. You know, all these are just different bodies for you to use for your working, which the working really comes down to the subconscious mind, you know? So, which is what all this is about. Because this universe that is out here, it doesn't really matter. Straight up, the universe that's out here don't matter if you're not controlling the universe in here. Okay, when you close your eyes and you shut your eyes, you're now in outer space. You have this blank canvas, you know, and you can rule the universe through going within. And as you go within it, you can start to utilize those energies through your 7 chakras. So we have the sun, right? Our cerebellum. We have Venus, right? Our heart chakra. We have Saturn, our third eye chakra, right? You know, so we have these different planets that align even with our chakras. So when you do something like my clients who hire me and work with me, I have a lady who got this $35,000 love working, where we're doing her coaching one-on-one with her, as well as we're doing using gens to pull in her love, but not only fix her relationship, but fix her overall life, her overall well-being. So we do one-on-one sessions, and we use Venus as one of the prime spirits or planets that we work with for her, you know, and she's seen so much progress from just within herself, just having self-love, having love for other people. And as she started to find more love within herself, all of a sudden, now here comes the love that she wanted. Now here comes relationships. Now here comes family members that she hasn't talked to in years. Now here comes past people who she thought that she desired, no longer desires anymore, because she has elevated herself through doing these type of workings. Really going within, utilizing Venus and planetary magic, you know. So working with the planets and working with astrology and doing these things really does bring forth a tremendous change in any person's life, you know. So I encourage you guys to look into it, you know. Definitely look into the planets and how you can use the planets to make yourself better. All right, let's see now. Did we decide which zodiac we're doing? Are we doing Capricorn or Gemini? Are we doing Capricorn, Gemini? What zodiac sign are we doing next, you guys? What zodiac sign are we doing next, you guys? Capricorn or Gemini? We got Capricorn. We got 2 Capricorns. It might be Capricorn. Let's see what we got for Capricorn at this time. What do we got for Capricorn at this time, spirits? Tell me love, money, spirit. Ooh, love, money, spirit message. Love, money. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this. Man, it's been snowing out here, y'all. I gotta show you guys or whatnot in a little bit. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate the love, you guys. But it's been snowing out here, pouring down downtown Copenhagen. It's pretty as hell, man. It's so pretty out here. It's cold. Oh my God, it's cold. It's cold as hell, but it's so pretty out here. Hey, so here's what I want some of you guys to do. Do you guys on TikTok, y'all have me on YouTube? If you guys have me on YouTube, I want some of you guys to go over to my YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm out. I've been off live, as you guys know, for a while now, like 2-3 months or whatnot. So now that I'm just now getting back on live, Happy New Year's, first and foremost, to everybody in the live. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Stacy. Happy New Year's, Rose. Happy New Year's, Lucky. Happy New Year's, everybody. But yeah, so, can you guys help me out with that real quick? If you want to go to my, and thank you for the follow. If you want to go to my YouTube, you guys can find my YouTube in my, bio, okay? It's directly in my bio, or just type in Sirron the Shaman on YouTube. You guys be able to follow me there, subscribe to the page there, and we can get it popping. Okay, we're going to look into Capricorn coming up next. Before we go ahead and begin, make sure that you guys contact me for the world's most powerful spell workings. I just posted on my page. You guys might be able to see it if you guys have me on Instagram. I just posted on my page us working with Bobby Avila, a multi-Grammy award-winning artist. Okay, we've been working with him on his mind and doing coaching with him as well. He just posted pictures of him with Janet Jackson. Working on some new music with her. We're really working with some big names. Okay, big names in the music fucking industry as well. Just doing this magic, really unlocking the brain, and if it works for celebrities, unlocking the brain, getting them to higher heights and new levels, it will work for you as well. It can get you to your new level where you're trying to get to. So, also for those of you guys who are doing what I do, go there, go comment on the page, go show some love on the page, go talk and whatnot on the page as well. Let your energy be there. I would love to have you guys there. Meet some other people. Be able to see some of the other clients I've worked with on my Instagram as well. A lot of them like to go there on Instagram. You can see them commenting underneath my videos. So if you guys are wanting to work with the world's best, we can have your lover back to you 1 to 7 days time on fast cases, but that's just for us to get results moving in for you. I like to do, especially now that we've upgraded all of our workings and we've raised our prices as well on all of our workings, what I like to do with my clients is at least 2 months, okay? 2 months time. That 2 months is because we're doing 8 sessions, 8 one-on-one hypnosis sessions, okay? And those one-on-one hypnosis sessions where you're going to get results within 1 to 7 days or 1 to 14 days on extremely difficult cases, you're also going to lock it in, okay? So we want permanent results. We don't want results that are here for a moment and then gone the next. We don't want to be able to experience, okay, I got a phone call, but then that was it, I got we got to have sex, but that was it. No, we want things locked in, and we want that real change. We don't only want relationship or money. For those of you guys who's doing this for financial increase, you don't want to only have $100,000 a month one time and then now forevermore you're just doing $10,000 a month. You don't want that type of energy. So that's why we're going in with the hypnosis and the subconscious trainings and the one-on-one coaching, as well as doing the summoning of the jinns and doing the good old witchcraft that we've been doing since 2020, bringing the most powerful results in the world. So if that's something that you guys are in need of or something that you're interested in, I want you to contact me at 682-446-0265. I have an iPhone. Hit me iPhone. If you guys can't hit me iPhone, just DM me on Instagram or any of the platforms that I'm on. Okay, I'm on X, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Kick, Twitch, I'm on everything. Okay, so make sure you guys contact me today, 682-446-0265. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Capricorn, looking into Capricorn's love life. Now, Capricorn, let's go ahead and talk about it today. When I look into your realms of love, we start off with this 2 of Swords. So, I really do feel like that you guys had been in a place to where maybe you were unsure about which direction you needed to go in. You might have felt like maybe ending a situation or something had came to an end and you weren't sure how you were supposed to move and which way you were supposed to go. I feel like all that's changed up, okay? You know, you guys go from the Two of Swords to the Four of Wands and the Chariot. So, you know, for some of you guys, you made the right decision, and you know, you're either walking in victory right now in singleness and finding a lot of victories in your singleness, like making new friends, making new acquaintances, going out on dates, traveling the world, you know, doing these type of things. And for others of you guys, you know, you decide to sit to not go with a this or that way of thinking, or say that you have to leave or anything like that. But instead, I feel like that you stood your ground and you got the change that you were wanting. What do you want? There we go. Hold on, TikTok. And told me how to approve that. There we go. Okay, so like I was saying, you know, so for others of you guys, I feel like that you maybe stayed your ground or left and got something new, and now you got something that you've been wanting with this Four of Wands popping up for you, okay? This Four of Wands is saying that there is success and travel coming through for you. So some of you guys might have found success as you moved, found success as you changed locations. Or you guys might have found success and changed locations, you know? You could have met somebody and they're like, hey, come with me, you know what I mean? That's how I am when it comes to me and my relationships. I'll be like, hey, look, you know, if I like you, come with me. I don't mind. I can afford you. I can afford you and your friends. So both of y'all come on. You know, that's how I feel towards this right here. So you might have been in a place to where you were close to something, finally got victory, and now you're able to move on. Yes, I'm waiting my divorce to be finalized this month. Yes, see, look at, so yeah, it looks like there is victories coming in for you, so that way you can move on, get that travel, go towards that new, which is what we want. You know, looking at this right here, I do feel like that for some of you guys, like there was no other option, you know what I mean, when it comes towards the realms of love. Like you had really contemplated on things, on trying to figure out how you could make things either work with the situation or work with the person or work in some type of way, but it's like it had to come to a death. I feel like that you have done everything right, Capricorn, but just something had to come to a close in the end. We had the death, where the Two of Swords going to the death and the Ten of Swords. So something had to come to a close in the end when it came to relationships. For some of you guys, I don't feel like for everyone that it was love that had to come to this end or whatnot. For some of you guys, it was something else in your life, but you definitely were met with things coming to an end for you to be able to shed this skin and get something better. Okay, you know, I feel like for some of you guys, you might be 40, 42, 40, 42, 47, 37, 44, 36. Could be your age or something like something. You might have something about that. 44, some type of something might be significant about these numbers that I'm giving you. Maybe your person is 28. We got 28. We got 58. Okay, popping up here as well. You know, so this might have something to do with it that you know about. So, you know, I really do feel like that ultimately, you know, this change is for your embetterment, and moving in this change and moving in this new is what's going to bring in the good for you. Now, let's look into your finances. So when we look over and towards your finance realm, you guys do have the Death card popping up, Capricorn, going down to the Four of Wands, going down to the Strength card. So where I feel like that there is something that you had to go through that might have felt like a death or an ending or a closing of some type of situation in your life. It was not for your destruction. Okay, you know, the closing of whatever financial door that you were in, whether it be a job or whether it be a way of thinking, when it comes towards a job, you know, whatever it was, I feel like that it was meant for you to take time to regather yourself and then get back to it, because you're very strong individual. You know, Capricorn, I'm not going to say for every Capricorn in the live, but let's be real. You know, for Capricorns, money is our strong suit. I'm a Capricorn moon. So, you know, I communicate very well. That's why I'm good at sales, because Capricorn is my moon. So, you know, I can talk money very well with the best of them. Okay. You know, that's how I'm able to do high sales, because Capricorn, you know, so you might be in a place right here where Capricorn was in you, and you know, it said that something in your life had to come to some type of close, or come to a shedding of its old way and be remade, redone, or done anew, done in some type of new way. You know, and you might have really been contemplating on what it is that you're going to be doing to be moving forward. But I feel like that there's something that you're strong at, that you're going to really double down on. You could actually already be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, this has been popping up all throughout, well, was popping up all throughout 2025. You know, the new, that there has to be the new that needs to come about. What's up, Miss Erica 75? I see you over there on YouTube. Shout out to everybody over there on the YouTube. So, you know, you might be in this place like this where you're in this type of energy, but I feel like all that's going to break off. You know, especially with the strength card popping up for you as well. The news coming in for you, and you already have been contemplating and thinking through your thoughts on what's the best move for you. But I do feel like that it was kind of what's scary. You know, a lot of zodiac signs have gotten this popping up for them, where the universe is pushing them in a new direction and pushing them in new things, and so they have these thoughts of going backwards. Because if we go from the Four of Swords to the Knight of Swords, you know, contemplating something and then thinking about rushing backwards, thinking about rushing back towards a past situation or a past way of doing things or something, and you know, the past isn't going to work for you. So if you're in your thoughts right now, currently thinking, maybe I could go back to something, maybe I could go back to a person, maybe I could go back to an old way of doing things. No, okay, no, it's not going to work. It's not something that you can do. It's not something that you're in line with. You know, this death has come about so that way you can move on towards something else that's going to be so much better for you. We're not settling here at all. You know, we go from the Four of Swords. If we go up to the right, you know, we go from Four of Swords to the Ten of Swords, contemplating on something and realizing that something has to come to a finish, completion, and ending. As we allow that finish, completion, and ending to come through, that's when the news is going to come about. So for some of you guys, you know you need to end this fucking job, okay? Straight up, okay? Some of you guys, you've been knowing that you hate what you do, you hate the job that you have, you hate getting up and going into that motherfucker, but yet you just still been doing it, you know? And the universe is saying it's time, and the universe is causing either troubles for you guys in the realms here. It's causing some type of trouble or causing some things to pop up and make you notice it extra hard, because the universe is saying that it's time for you to move on to something else. Contemplate on what you want to do and realize that you are strong enough to make it happen, that you are strong enough to see results in this area of your life, and it will come through for you. But you can't rush backwards, okay? Overall spirit message, yeah, some way of thinking has to come to a close, which has to do with going back to the past. You know, remove that way of thinking of going to the past, because as you do and you just double down on your forward movement, you know, things are going to become so much easier for you. We have the Six of Swords popping up at this time. So things are going to become so much more easy for you. You're going to be amazed about how easy everything just starts to happen as you keep moving forward towards the new, okay, towards doing something new in your life, because that's what the universe has for you right now. The universe very much so wants you focused on the new, okay? That's what I'm getting for Capricorns at this time. All right, what zodiac sign are we doing next, you guys? We done did Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius. Who we got coming up next in the live on today? Who we got coming up next? You know, you guys can also purchase your readings today. We do have $25 readings. You guys can purchase only on live. Off live, readings start off at $250. While we're on live, you guys are able to get a small message, 3-card pull, only $25 hollow, okay? So make sure that you guys go ahead and get your reading if you need a private reading today. What up, what's happening? What up with your fam? What's up with your Steves? How you doing, Knox? Man, I'm over here coasting, man, on that 36 shit. You already know, bruh. Yeah, we're over here coasting on the live. We're doing the next zodiac sign. I think that we might do something like Virgo. I think we saw some Virgos in the live earlier. Drop your zodiac signs in the comments down below so we know which zodiac sign we're going to do next. We had the devil pop up. Yeah, we already did Capricorn. We just finished with Capricorn. So Capricorn had a good message apparently. Yeah, here we go. Bottom of the deck, Virgo. Here we go, right here, bottom of the deck. We got Virgos popping up next. Okay, so we'll go ahead and knock something out for the Virgos. All right, we're gonna go ahead and I want to give away a $25 3-card pull. Let's give away a $25 3-card pull real quick. Who are we gonna give it to? Who are we gonna give it to? Okay, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. First person to guess is going to get this 3-card pull. First person to guess is going to get this 3-card pull. Who's it going to be? Let me write it down as a matter of fact. Write it down right here. Okay, let's see who's gonna guess it. I just wrote it down. Let's see, we got 75. Oop, nope, that ain't it. We got 6. Nope, that ain't it. We got 48. Nah, we got 36. Nope, not it. We got 82. Ooh, that's hot. That's actually pretty warm. That's pretty close. Let's see, we got 33. Nope, that's cold. That's pretty cold. Oh, hold up. Somebody said 70. Steve Knox said 72, and the answer is 72. All right, we already got our winner. I did that one a little too easy. I did that one a little too easy, guys. That might have been a little too easy. That was a fast win, but Steve Knox got it. Steve, what you want to read it on, Steve? You got a 3-card pull. You just did 72. Yeah, you were close. You said 75. You were very close to that one. You're very close, but we're gonna give another one away. We're giving another one away after we do Virgo's reading. When we look into Virgo, we're gonna definitely give something else away, okay? For you guys. Now, Steve, you go ahead and let me know what you want a reading on. We're gonna knock out Steve's reading, then we're gonna go ahead and do Virgo, and then we'll tie. Matter of fact, what are we at? We're at 1 hour 10 minutes. Yeesh, I'm actually kind of late. I'm sorry, you guys. We're gonna knock this out for Steve and do this reading for Steve. Love, okay, let's look into your love message. Tell me the message that Steve needs at this time. What's the message that Steve needs at this time when it comes towards love and answering him on love? Okay. Bow, and bow. Okay, Steve, well, actually, your love life looks pretty damn good. Yeah, your love life looks pretty damn good, actually, Steve. You start off with the 10 of Pentacles, going to the 2 of Wands, to the Magician. You know, you have a lot of good cards popping up for you right now. It's more so looks like it's all about confidence when it comes towards you. Like all about your confidence in what you're doing. Because you know, the 10 of Pentacles popping up in your past position. So, you know, you could be coming from a place to where you have a lot of abundance, or maybe you've had an abundance of the opposite sex. You've had abundance of love in your life in the past. You know, where getting relationships or being in relationships maybe weren't so hard, but now instead of you wanting more so quantity, you're wanting more quality relationships or something. Better when it comes to the realms of love, or the best that you can get when it comes to the realms of love. And there's something about you needing to really kind of take control of your passions, you know, because what this also could tell me is that with this 2 of Wands popping up for you, is that you got to really gain control over yourself. Ultimately, you know, it's like if you want something high quality, then your energy has to match that high quality. So like this, you're not going to get a housewife by hollering at her like a hoe. You know what I mean? You can holler at a hoe and get a hoe by hollering at a hoe like a hoe, okay? But you know, you can't use the same lines that you're using on that goddamn slut on somebody who is a pure virgin woman who's looking for marriage and a family, you know? So your energy needs to be in alignment. You're going to have to align yourself with that same frequency, on that same vibration, by taking control of your life, removing certain things out of your life that will put you in a sexual mindset, like pornography, even if it's soft pornography, that really will program your mind to think about sex constantly, or think about pleasure constantly. Removing these type of things and replacing it with something else that's good for you, feeding your brain. Whether or not you're replacing it with listening to the Book of the Dead, the Torah, the Quran. One of these spiritual books, okay? Something that's more so about self-development, okay? If you don't want to use a spiritual book, then find books on self-development and start to really play these type of things, but redirect where you're placing your focus, because your focus is more so on pleasure, when that's not how you're going to attract what you're really wanting. Because it's like everything else you got charisma, you got looks, you got the money you need, you got everything you need on the table. You just need to have yourself in the right energy to make the execution for it to come through for you. So let's look at time-wise. I see February the 10th. February the 10th, if you start taking action towards things we talked about now during this month of January, by February the 10th, you're going to meet a very wonderful woman. This person is going to be very, I thought they're going to have a lot of abundance to them as well. If there's somebody that you're already currently interested in, you could be getting in the relationship with this person that's on your mind. Or if you're just looking because you're single, then yeah, like I said, this could definitely be somebody with wealth, somebody who comes from like a nice family. Okay, some type of nice family, but this person definitely has some type of wealth, and you're going to meet this person, or your fine things start to really kick off for you by February the 10th. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you today in your message, family. Thank you for go ahead and dropping your guess and winning. Shout out to the winner today, Steve's, on his reading today. Now, like I said, if you guys have something that you're saying to yourself, Sirron the Shaman, yo, I need a message on what's going on in my life, I know that your readings start off for a 15-minute reading. It starts off at $250. I know for a 30-minute reading, it's $500. So, the fact that you have a $25 reading I can get on live is something that I definitely need to jump on, because I need a message, okay? So I want to purchase your $25 reading today, but I don't know how do I do it? Well, if you go into my bio on TikTok, or if you look down here on the screen, going across the screen down below, you're going to see my payment links or my phone number. Text my phone number or hit up the payment links in my link tree, so that way you guys can be able to purchase your reading down below. Let me know that you're going to purchase your reading, or let me know that you're about to purchase a reading, so that way I can maintain the live and stay live and look out for your reading, so we can do your reading. Because one thing I've noticed that people will do is I'll advertise like this for the readings, and then after I'm done, you guys will hit me, you guys won't say anything, and then I'll be like, all right, well, time for me to get off live, blase, and then I'll end the live, and then a person will be like, I'll just get a notification, bring $25, just hit your account, bring $25, just hit your account, and they'll be like, 2 people will hit me up sending $25 after I ended the live. So make sure that you guys let me know while I'm on this live, okay? We're gonna do Virgo now. And if we have no other people purchased, then we're gonna end the live after Virgo. Which will probably be we should end around like an hour, 30 minutes, which sounds good to me. Okay, let's see what we got over here real quick. What do we have for Virgarians? What do you have for the Virgos? Bow. Love, money, spirit message. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, Virgarians, remember, if you guys want to just book your private sessions, like I said, we have $500 readings for 30 minutes. It's unlimited, so you guys can go through whatever you need to know. It doesn't matter what you want to know. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. We can go through as much information as you need to. We can tell you exactly the issue or exactly what's going on within that 30-minute time frame for you, okay? If you need something bigger than that, we have $1,500 readings that are an hour-long session. Those are only when you need something real deep. We're going to go through everything with those sessions as well. Okay, so remember, you guys can always contact me at 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. I am the world's greatest practitioner. There's nobody doing spell work or readings on the level that we're doing them on. So make sure you contact me first so that we can get your working done proficiently and give you only the best. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it for Virgo. Now, Virgo, let's go ahead and look into it for you Virgos that right now in your realms of love. So Virgo, you guys start off with the Three of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. I definitely do feel like with this Three of Pentacles energy, it is saying that there's that you could be in a place of perfection. Some of you getting engaged. Okay, some of you guys definitely might be getting engaged to someone that you have a child with. All right, so maybe you have a child with this individual, and maybe you want to get married, or you want to get engaged, or you want that type of thing. But there's some confusion behind this right now. Like for instance, you could be dealing with somebody like you have a child with this person, you have the child with this individual, but you fight with this person a lot, or things just never really go nowhere. Okay, so it's like your relationship, you had a child with the individual and then things just stopped, or you had a child with somebody else and then you got with this person, and now you might feel like because you have children, this person's not taking things to the next level, even though that's what you're desiring. So especially for those of you guys who are in this place where you're wanting deeper commitment in the realms of love and you feel like you're not getting it, I do feel like that you might need to stand your ground in this situation where you might not be getting love, or you might not be getting some type of deeper commitment right now. It could be because there are some things that are blocking you. You might have some prior commitments that are blocking you at this time. Some of you guys might be still married to somebody and just really been separated for years, for a long time. You've been separated, but you're still legally bound or something with this Three of Pentacles that is keeping you bound. Okay. So this could be the binding of, like I said, of some type of legal thing, some type of legal situation, especially because we go from the Three of Pentacles to the Justice card to the Hermit. Okay, so this could definitely be saying that there's some type of contract that's going to be presented before some type of courts or something like that, that really will be observed, and this could be freeing, or this could be very stressful. Okay, but something's being brought to the courts here. For some of you guys might be looking for a divorce right now, and this is going to be brought in for you. You're going to be able to receive this divorce that's coming in, okay, which will unlock you to be able to have deeper love in other areas that you could be wanting love at. Because I feel like that there's just some type of sense of confusion right now that's not allowing you to be able to have what you're wanting. This could also be with you. You could feel like I'm always with this person, I'm always with this individual, and we're always together, and we're always going out, and we're travel, and I love them, and they love me, but then we're separate, and we'll break up, and then I go here, they go there, and then I come back, they come back, and it's just this sense of things not really being solid in this right here, which is causing this confusion, because it's almost like you want more, but you're unsure, or maybe they want more, but you're very unsure when it comes to this. You're like, man, I'm confused on whether or not I should. Well, I would say as of right now, I wouldn't make any move, okay? Because we go from the Seven of Cups to the Five of Wands to the Hermit card, so this could say that we're going from a place of confusion, which would put us in a place of competition or fighting, ultimately for us to end up alone, okay, with this Hermit by themselves on top of the hill, reflecting on like, damn, I probably should never even went that route. Even when we look at the going down to the right from the Three of Pentacles, we start with the Three of Pentacles to the Five of Wands down to the Five of Cups. Okay, a lot of fighting or confrontation when it comes towards trying to either get engaged or trying to get into deeper forms of commitment with this person, and then it leading over down here to this Five of Cups, saying that you don't cry over spilled milk, more so focus on the things that you can have and things that you can change, but don't focus on the things that you can't, because there's going to be things that just aren't going to go right in this situation. Okay, I don't know who you guys is dating. Y'all might be with a Libra. You guys could definitely be with another Virgo. You guys could be with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You guys could be with a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio here as well is popping up. Okay, it is a general message, so take what resonates for you. Now, let's go ahead and move on though over to your realms of money. So, you know, when I look over into your realms of money, I do feel like that financially things could be starting to balance out, but I feel like that it's sheesh. It might be a little bit difficult for you. It's like things are going to balance out for you with this Justice card, but you're going to have to fight for it. I don't feel like something's going to just, like, you want to wake up one day and you have $20,000 in your account. Oh, look, it just popped in my account. I'm so lucky. Woohoo. Cheerios, taste the rainbow or some shit. You know, I don't see that happen for you. Okay, I do feel like that for you, you're wanting some type of justice, but I feel like you're gonna have to fight for that to come through for you. And I also feel like that you have what you need, but there's no seeds being planted. You know, if you're dealing with some type of financial difficulty right now where you feel kind of stuck, or you feel like things aren't fair, you know, with this Justice card, you feel like things aren't really working out for you, or you're being ordered to pay something in court wise or something like that, you know, I really do feel like that you're gonna have to get on your grind. You know, you have everything you need to make something happen, but you're not doing it. Okay, you're clearly not doing it. So Virgo, you have to start planting them seeds. You might not want to go work a job, but you need to go work that fucking job right now. You might not want to go and start this business, but you better go start that business. You gotta get to work. You got action. You know, if you're being met with a lot of opposition in what you're trying to do, it could be because you need to do something else. You know, it reminds me of somebody I know who is a Black Israelite. And ever since they got into being a Black Israelite, into the Black Israelite belief and faith, it's like their life has gone to shit. Okay, straight up, their life has gone to fucking shit. Okay, you know, and it's like you got to really look at life. If I'm with these people, then my life goes to shit. I'm going to remove these people from me. If I'm following this religion and my life is shit, I'm going to remove this religion. If I'm in this relationship and everything goes to shit and everything's going wrong and things aren't going right for years, by me being with this person, I'm going to remove this person. Life isn't hard. The universe isn't trying to trick you or hide things from you or deceive you. It puts everything in your face. You know, it's just where you listen, where you perceive what's being given to you. You know, there was an occultist that was talking about this, E.A. Koenig. Okay, one of the first guys I listened to and learn about like deeper workings with Azazel, who's right now is a great time to work with Azazel. But you know, I was listen to him talk about how clients might come and they'll try and summon the spirit Azazel, and how some of them will be like, well, you know, I don't see anything. You say, but Azazel was there. You just have to learn how to perceive the energy, you know, and that's how the universe is. The universe talks to us every single day. We just have for you to be able to move forward, or you got to kind of get things moving. Okay, but regardless of any work, okay, that's the only way things are going to change and get any better for you. It's by you. You might have what you can do. I know that you might have this one in your past and that one in your past and that other one in your past, but now we're talking about the present. We're talking about the future. Where are you headed? What are you doing to reach the goals that you're trying to achieve? You have to start planting seeds, Virgo. And as you do, success will come in for you. Overall spirit message, we do have the Hermit clarified by the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups, okay? So I do feel like that, it's time for you to really search yourself, like I was saying earlier. If you see that you becoming a goddamn Muslim has made your life a living hell, and everything has slowed down and everything has gotten worse for you, then maybe it's time for you to find Jesus. Okay, vice versa. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're over here following goddamn Christianity or you're following Christianity and being a Muslim and everything's going terrible, maybe it's time for you to find spirituality, exodality, go to something like a Luciferianism, to a Clauneck, Bel, Asmodeus, Lilith, something like that or whatnot. If you're finding that you're in a situation where, okay, I'm doing pretty good, I'm doing pretty bad right now, and I'm working with all the spirits, maybe you need to start changing up and using some of the lighter sun worshiping spirits, like a Jesus, like the Muslim walks, doing their voodoo, which I've talked about on a few of my videos, doing the voodoo cleansing ritual or whatnot, doing some things like this, but you gotta realize that this is your life. No one has to deal with the troubles except for you. I can come online and tell you these things, but after I click the end, what's up? Happy New Year's, y'all. But once I click the end and end on this, I'm back to my lovely life, okay? I'm not living my good self or whatnot. So it's like, I can tell you what you need to do, but you're the only one who can actually bring forth this change that you're needing in your life. So you have to really search yourself at this time and say, what am I doing, and what have I been doing for the past, let's say, 5 years? Azazel told me to mention this too. When I first started working with Azazel about 5 years ago, around this same exact time, it was exactly the same exact time, I started working with Azazel. I was homeless, and I was living in a Motel 6. I was poor. I had a terrible drug problem, and I was in lack. And I started working with Azazel for the last 5 years. I went from being on the bottom to right now I'm in fucking Copenhagen, Denmark, in a penthouse in the middle of downtown Copenhagen. Do you know how rich Copenhagen is? In a penthouse in the middle of downtown, okay? With my beautiful girl and my beautiful daughter in the bedroom, okay, just laying down waiting on daddy to finish. That's only 5 years of working with Azazel, giving Azazel 5 years of my life, and he's changed everything dramatically. You got to ask yourself, what have you been doing for the last 5 years, and where has it gotten you? How has it lifted you up? How has it gotten you to the next level? How has it put you places, or how has it held you back? How has it blocked you from actually taking a chance? How has it stopped you? It's time for you to really take a look into these things. And it's also time for you to start placing in some new offers with this Page of Cups, okay? Stop crying over what you can't change with this Five of Cups, but more so look at, where can I place these love offers at? Where can I place these offers? It doesn't have to be romantic love offers. This could be, I love driving a bus, so I'm going to apply to be able to drive the buses all day. Okay, I love talking to people, so I'm applying for a customer service job, but where are you going to start placing those seeds at? Okay, because as you do, you're going to be able to start to receive feedback, or start to receive movement coming in for you. But you got to release the past. Straight up, none of this is going to work for you, Virgo, until you release the past, release the old, let go of the old. As you release and let go of the old, everything will start to flow for you. Okay. Look, love is on the bottom of the deck. That's the message that I'm getting from my Virgarians at this time. I love you, Virgos. All right, now remember, if you guys are in need of the world's most powerful spell workers, you guys can always contact me. I'm at my time limit where he just hit an hour 30 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and end the live. Shout out to everybody who got on today and was able to listen to the readings today. Shout out to Steve for winning a free reading. And like I said, if you guys are in need of the world's most powerful spell workings, we have upgraded our workings. We no longer have a $5,000 obsession spell. Our obsession spell is $10,000 now. We no longer have a $15,000 marriage spell. We have a $30,000 marriage spell and a $60,000 marriage spell, okay? We no longer have the $100 readings. We have $250 reading sessions, and we have $500 reading sessions, and we have $1,500 reading sessions. Okay, 3 different tiers depending on how much information that you're needing in your life, all right? So if you guys are wanting to work with the world's best, you guys need to contact me. We can have your lover back to you 1 to 7 days. We also do our coaching. Most people usually get the 8 sessions, so that we're able to remove whatever mental blockages that has been holding you up, that's been stopping you from being able to have the financial breakthrough, that's been stopping you from being able to have the breakthrough in your realms of love, stopping and blocking you. We're going to finally remove that from you this year. You're finally going to be able to have breakthrough months when it comes towards your finances, breakthroughs when it comes towards your love life and relationships, the marriage that you've been wanting, the relationships that you've been are finally going to come through for you, because we're removing these blockages that's locked in the subconscious mind. So if these are the things that you're interested in, like I said, some of our the cheapest package that we have starts off at $10,000, and goes up from there. We have a wonderful packages at $35,000 and above. Okay, so if you fit within this price range, I want you guys to contact me at 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. I'll be happy to help you out. I'll be happy to start working one-on-one with you, doing these sessions, clearing out things, giving you more confidence, getting you to make more money, getting your love life in check and on point. I'll be happy to really help you guys out with that this time, okay? It's your boy Sirron the Shaman, that 36 God. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna see you guys later, okay? Peace.